Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is a little bonus reading of what your guides want you to know. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to let you know that, of course, your 12th house is influencing you at this time. So you may feel like you're in a bit of a strange cycle of feeling extra sensitive. You may feel you're on that spiritual quest for meaning at the moment. And you may also feel like withdrawing. Now, in the water right now, they're showing me an image and they're showing me a marble, okay? A marble. So, interesting. I mean, some of you may find a marble or you may be given a marble. And you know, one of those little ditty marbles there. I mean, spiritually, I feel a marble means potential. It can also mean good luck, of course. Feel like it's more about that gravitational pull towards your destiny and towards your true potential. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, they're just showing me the image. They're not giving me anything more on that. So I just want you to be aware of it. They want me to go one more here, so I will. Okay, nature. Interesting, we've got 2 cards here that indicate getting out into nature more, being very, very important for you. So let me just pop that there. Now, as I was saying, your 12th house is activated at this time. So you may feel that some fears are raised, some insecurities or anxieties. You may feel like withdrawing in order to focus on things. This will pass, of course, because it is your 12th house. Will then move into your 7th house energy. And your 7th house energy is about releasing situations that you've outgrown, especially when it comes to partnerships or friendships. You may feel a little bit more sociable than usual after that 12th house influence. So you may find yourself wanting to connect more to your friends or give more attention to your friends and family. Now also, the 7th house connects to competition. So some of you may enter competitions, or you may feel that you want to go into an arena where there's a very competitive cycle, shall we say, where you are wanting to accomplish something, but there's a lot of competition for it. You may actually find that you are above the competition and you win whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. So it is a very, very positive time on how you approach things. Now, the first card you got there is dignity, standing in your truth, loving yourself first and not compromising. So very, very strong start. We've got the Tower energy. This may surprise some people. You may shock people by you deciding to put yourself, your own needs first. It's not a selfish act. It's actually an act of self-love. Because if you're not happy and you feel like you're always compromising, or you feel like you're always trying to make sure other people are looked after, if you feel a lot of responsibility within the home unit or your family, your friends, or even at work, you may find that actually you're starting to change the way that you look at what you are giving out, shall we say. So you start to value yourself in a way where you're like, you know what? I want to help and I will help out, but it's important that I also make sure that I get what I'm desiring at this time, because you want to make sure that you've left a little bit of time for yourself, okay? Now also, I'm just going to get your final cards on the details. What I see here is a major restructure. You are changing things drastically, because the 4 of Wands there indicates that you know, there is a desire to reach a pinnacle moment in your career, or it doesn't have to be even in career, it could be a personal development goal. I see you trying to reach a goal that perhaps you've been investing a lot of time and energy into, and you may have felt it's not been working for you. So I get this sense of you not just changing direction. I feel it's more that you're finding an alternative way to do something. You may be launching something. There's definitely, I mean, the Tower energy can be surprise. So let us see what's coming when I touch the cards. I need a little bit more energy on it before I move forward. What I can see though is that the outcome, whatever it is that you're trying to move forward towards, the outcome, we got the Devil, so let's do one more. The outcome is very, very positive. I know we got a Devil there, but I feel this obsessive energy. My beautiful Virgo, you may have been feeling a little bit anxious on something. Whenever we change, yeah, Six of Wands says success. I feel like it's going to work out in your favor, but there is a little bit of anxiety about it. We've also got a Two of Cups as well. Now, your 7th house is all about partnerships. So it can be about love relationships, can be about friendships. It could also be about business relationships as well, or people in your community. So it's about trying to find balance, that you can reach a common goal, work together, and you may aspire to, you know, running something together, but also you may flush out during this period anybody who does not support you or does not have your back when it comes to whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. Now your first card, as I said, is dignity, and that's you in a nutshell, my beautiful Virgo. You are very good at what you do. You're very talented. You lead with truth and honesty, and that dignity indicates you can hold your head held high in any situation, because you always have this sense about you to do what is right. Okay, you always want to do what is right for a situation. Now, it says here, not compromising. Loving yourself first, not compromising, standing in your truth. And because you have a Tower moment there as well, something that you're trying to build, I mean, it could be a financial future, because we've got lots of coins around your neck there, but I will clarify, whatever it is you're standing your ground on and not compromising, it may shock a lot of people. It may put some people's noses out of joint. The Tower indicates that you're feeling a little bit stuck, excuse me, because the Tower is an energy of, you know, same old thing, just a different day, going round and round in circles. And some of you may have felt a little bit like lost and feeling that you want to bring a little bit more spontaneity into your world, or you want to change something radically in your life, and it requires a big old leap of faith. And I feel now is the time for you to take that leap of faith, whatever it is. The Tower energy also indicates surprise, okay? So it can mean that you're liberating yourself out of this stuck situation. You may have felt like you hit a limitation, or you've had difficulty in some area of your life, but that's all about to change and empower you for the better. But I just want to pull a card on this Tower for you, because we do have the Devil there as well, so I just want to see what that's all about. The Tower comes after the Devil in the major arcanas, because the Devil is like a limitation. It can be a you know, a brick wall that you've come up against. It could also be fear or doubt, perhaps. Sometimes we can feel bonded to our own narrative. So for example, if we are you know, born into a life that does not have privilege, we may feel that we are not capable of achieving privilege in the future because we've been born into a set of circumstances. But instead, I see you, my beautiful Virgo, using that as a springboard to win, to accomplish, and live that life of privilege. So I see it as being something that inspires you to move forward. So whatever your circumstances, I feel like you're using it in order to liberate yourself and find your true north, but at the same time find success, enjoyment. I mean, you've got the Four of Wands again, which, you know, this is, when you get the Four of Wands, you know, and you've got the Tower, this can be a surprise within the home space. So it can mean that if you're looking to buy real estate, that suddenly you find the right property that you want to be living in, or it could be that if you're wanting to sell your home, suddenly you find a person who wants to buy your property at the rate that you want it at. But with the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands, this indicates there's some sort of news that comes into your family unit or into your soul tribe unit that will surprise you and inspire you, okay? The Tower does not mean a negative surprise. It just means surprise, something that you are not expecting. It can offer an opportunity to restructure your world and revamp your world in a way that has a positive outcome. The Tower always works for you. It liberates you from the devil energy, which is over here. Now, the Page of Wands also indicates that you're being bold. You're stepping out of a comfort zone. You're doing things that perhaps you've not done before, or that you've always wanted to do, but you felt limited in your resources. So I feel with this Page of Wands here, this is about you being curious about all eventualities. You're exploring. Page of Wands also is a card of, really being enthusiastic, taking action, and it could be the beginning of a project, it could be the beginning of a new idea, or something that you're venturing forward on that's going to be bringing a lot more excitement and finding your purpose. I mean, this card is really about finding that purpose, but it's also about taking the initiative to make things happen. So when we've got the Four of Wands here, like the Tower, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Wands, you could suddenly hear of someone's engagement, or you could suddenly be proposed to yourself, or you could find yourself doing the proposal. So there's definitely an energy here of a surprise, but it's actually one to be celebrated, okay? Whatever changes you're making, though, I feel some people may be surprised at the direction you're headed in, but as long as you are, headed in the direction that you want to go in, I feel like you're feeling fulfilled here. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's also a card of preparation in order to bring stability and tranquility into your life. So I feel here with the Four of Wands and the Page of Wands, this is either you getting some sort of news that helps, that you're going to celebrate, basically, that you're going to be excited about, that helps you make the changes or be the catalyst for the changes that you are going to activate, shall we say, on your path right now. Pages, they do bring news, and I feel this is something that is going to be exciting. And some of you may even hear from a friend that you haven't heard from in a long time, someone that maybe you lost touch with, and I feel this really makes your heart sing with joy with this. The Four of Wands, I mean, because we've got it here as well, when you're starting to get double numbers, double synchronicities, I mean, you've got double 7 here, double 4, it's so important to realize that numbers mean something, okay? So it can mean that your foundations, you're starting with foundational happiness. You may have been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut or unfulfilled. Even as we've moved into the year 2023, you may have felt that passion to get projects off the ground and start things anew, check in with new diets, or cut things out that have perhaps been toxic and not good for you. But I feel there's this lull in the end of January where you're like, oh gosh, it's just actually the same old thing, just a different year. Things will pick up pace now that we've got Mercury and Mars direct. It does mean you're going to get really clear about what you want, and you're going to have the passion, the action, the confidence, and the energy to move forward on it, okay? So I feel like you're being inspired at this time. Lots of new ideas about your personal circumstances, and you're having the courage to make the changes necessary. You've got a wonderful Knight of Wands there, which means you're going to be very goal-oriented, and you're going to hit the mark. You're going to make things happen, and you will celebrate. Your guides want you to be proud of yourself with what you are accomplishing at this moment in time, okay? Now, because I'm getting an energy, and it's been coming up for every reading, so I have to give it to you. A lot of you may be looking at world circumstances and the changes that are occurring, whether we like them or not, they are occurring. I feel you are preparing yourself, okay? I feel a lot of you are preparing yourself in case there is some sort of economic fluctuation, like a crash, economic crash, or some of you are safeguarding yourselves against difficulty, because the Five of Pentacles is a card of, either deficiency, lack, or longing for something that perhaps you haven't got yet. It can also be a card of hardship and struggle. So I feel that you are safeguarding yourself, because the Four of Wands, when you look it up with the meaning, it means to prepare. prepare for greatness, to prepare for stability, peace. Some of you, some of you may even be thinking about taking some time out, sabbatical energy in order to go traveling, and I feel like you're trying to financially safeguard yourself, put yourself in a very strong position in order to weather any storms. What I see with the Four of Wands is protection. You've got a scarab beetle there on the card, so I really feel like you're protecting the finances that you've got already. Five of Pentacles also indicates that you may have been having a bit of a difficult time trying to achieve something or make something happen, and I feel like you're restructuring in order to find an alternative way to do whatever it is you want to do. The outcome will be the same, but the way you approach it may be different. So if some of you are trying to relocate and you've not been quite hitting the mark on the property that you want, you may actually like change the radius of where you want to go to. You may add like 2 or 3 mile radius or something like that, and you will find a cheaper property that's close to where you want to be, and it hits the mark. Five of Pentacles is also a card of in order to be successful, especially in like career, it's important to be aware of your weaknesses and areas where you feel that you could learn more in order to safeguard your position, but don't draw attention to your weaknesses, because everybody's got weaknesses. We've all got that little thing that we are not confident in. We all have our anxieties about certain things. But the thing is, if you don't draw attention to it, everybody's so consumed by their own worries and anxieties, they're not looking at yours. I always say when I've got friends, and I do have like 1 or 2 friends who are like, oh my gosh, we can't do that. What would people think? Or, oh, that person's looking at me, maybe I should not drive down this, side street. I'm like, don't care what other people think about you. It's important to just care about what you think about you and what you and your family and your soul tribe, just concentrate on those areas. At the end of the day, I always ask myself, will this matter in 5 years' time? And if the answer is no, then what am I worrying about? Nothing. So it's important to realize that everybody's got their own thing. Now, I did write it down. And this has happened twice now. It happened in the Libra reading because my guides are pointing me to the snakes. And right in the right before reading, I always do a meditation of the energy that I'm channeling before I start the reading, and I saw a snake for you, okay? And snakes tend to be about transformation, about shedding old skin, evolving, maturing, and outgrowing situations that are no longer necessary. And as you can see, we've got 2 snakes there. Of course, I cannot call it because I saw the image before the reading, but I did write it down. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I'm just going to get the piece of paper just to show you. I mean, it's really basic. When I'm channeling and scrying, I'm doing automatic writing, and it's all messy, but you will see it's a snake. So I'm just going to go get it. One moment, please. It's just over. Oh no, maybe I got to get further. Okay. I'm just going to rip it off from the paper because there are other images and I don't want them to influence the reading. But let me just see if I can get this for you. Okay. I mean, please, I apologize for I'm no artist, let's put it that way. We've got a little snake there. That was what that was supposed to be, a snake. And if you can see there, I've got snake and travel. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be transformation, but the travel as well. That's what I see, okay? So some of you, because we've got the Tower here, the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, I hope you can see that snake there. I'm gonna leave that there. I feel like some of you are transforming the way that you live. I see some lifestyle changes here for you, but some of you may have been dealing with somebody who has been trying to, been underhanded in some way, or has tried to push your buttons, or undervalue you, underestimate you in some way, or just try to, in some way manipulate a situation that perhaps you've become aware of. I feel like this situation will be resolved, okay? But I feel it's important to watch it. I feel like you're going to leave this situation behind. This person may have tried to make things difficult for you, but I feel they're going to watch you be very successful, and they're actually going to regret that they did not support, or they did not, they're going to regret that they underestimated you. So for example, if this is a boss or someone you work with who is really, because the 7th house connects to competition and competitive energy. So if there's someone that you work with who's trying to be a little bit like underhanded or is trying to push your buttons, I feel you may ignore this person, lead with integrity. I feel that like this person will be removed from your situation. So either this person will be made redundant, or they will be transferred to another department, or they get put on a project which will take them out of your energy. This person that you're dealing with, they are a low vibe energy person, but they're also bored and dissatisfied with their own life. So they're trying to bring everyone else down with them, okay? So just notice that. I mean, it could be someone within your family unit that you're currently having difficulty with. This person is struggling, and I feel that they are unhappy with the way things are going for them. And it's almost like they're lashing out. They're taking it out on other people. So I just want you to be aware of it. Of course, it's not, I don't condone that sort of behavior, but that's just popping up there. I feel like you will have a breakthrough on this. There will be a catalyst for change. And I feel like well-being is important. I feel like everything gets resolved so that there can be like a coming together, okay? Now also with the 4 of Wands, they're giving me this energy of you being in a very creative phase. So lots of new ideas, lots of brainstorming, and I really get you being in sync with you and your desires and your heart, okay? I feel like friendship, you're going to celebrate friendship in a very important way. If you've been off-grid in hermit mode, really focusing on your tasks, I feel by the end of, I feel right about mid-February actually, you're going to feel a little bit more sociable than usual. And it's interesting because we do have friendship there this is the resistance position. So, I mean, it could even be a friend that you've exposed, or someone who you thought was a friend who abandoned you in your hour of need. There's something coming up there about you having a difficulty in terms of a relationship with somebody, and I feel it all gets turned around and you will see who supports you and who does not, okay? It says here, someone offering their support, someone close to you, your social circle. I get this energy that you will see clearly who this person is and you will distance yourself from this person's energy. So you may find that there was someone who, because I see a lot of success and celebration for you, and you can always tell a measure of somebody when you notice how they react to your successes. And if they are overjoyed, over the moon, because they're going to get nothing out of it, they just want the best for you and they celebrate your wins, that's a person to keep by your side for life. Anyone who's like a little bit kind of like, oh yeah, that's great, but their face says another story, it's so important for you to realize these people, whilst there's a little bit of envy there, a true friend would not do that. So I feel like you know that already. You don't need me to tell you that, my beautiful Virgo, but I do feel that there is someone here. I see a person that you have not spoken to for a while, messaging you, and it may surprise you, okay? Now I'm going to pull a card on that because this person, I feel this person, they have intentions that are a little bit like intimate, like there's some chemistry there, okay? Let me just pull a card on that. Queen of Swords, the Justice card. This person acts detached, but they're not, okay? This person may be strong Libra in their chart, Leo or Sag. Wow, you're getting all major arcanas here. So this is a big deal, whatever this is. Can you please clarify the details? What is this person's intentions? This person wants to talk. They're acting a little bit detached, but what's their true intentions? 5 of Wands. There's rivalry here. Competition. 9 of Cups. Okay. Now, I mean, this person, Justice, I mean, there's karma here, so I feel this person, let's start at the beginning. The Queen of Swords is someone who is very detached, but has an intention, someone who is, someone who can be quite ruthless sometimes, but it's like, okay, the energy that I'm actually getting is someone reaching out of the blue because they want a favor, okay? This is what I feel with this person. I feel like The Five of Wands is like competitive energy, but I feel they look at you like you have a lot of knowledge, you know stuff, and I feel it's like out of the blue, they message you because they want a favor, and I feel then they're kind of gone again. So, I mean, you're always the sort of person, my beautiful Virgo, who helps people, so it's up to you, but I feel like the Justice card indicates it could be something legal they want advice with, or it could be that they want an honest opinion and you're going to give it. You are brutal in your honesty. You always, you know, say it as it is. The Strength card, I feel like this person has a lot of pride, and I do feel like they've worked up the courage to ask you this favor. The Temperance card, whether they'll take your advice or not, that's, I mean, that's down to them. But the Temperance card indicates this person is really trying to figure out a direction. Okay, they're trying to figure out purpose. And the Five of Wands is a card of conflict, imitation. Oh, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They just give me the word imitation. So it's like they want to emulate what you do, or they want to do as well as you, or they want to do something that you accomplished. And they're trying to tap you for knowledge or information because they are trying to imitate. They see you as really good at what you do. I mean, the Five of Wands is an interesting one because the history of the Five of Wands is actually to fight for something that you really want or be in training. So this person may be in training for something. I mean, it could even be that, you know, you have a friend who's got a child who wants to go into a similar sector as you, and they reach out and ask for information to help that person. So it's up to you. The Chariot card, I mean, this person, again, whether they take the advice or not is up to them, because they've got two cards which are like, you know, decision. Like Temperance card is like, I'm not sure, I'm in between, I'm mixing energies. The Chariot card is like, I could go in either direction really, so I'm not sure of my focus. So I feel with the Chariot card, this person, their intention is to be successful, and they see you as a person that they look up to. But I feel it's more that after such a long time of not speaking, they may reach out for advice, and you're like, oh, so you can't drop by and say hi and ask how I am, but at the same time, you want me to help you, okay? I feel like this person may not have been around when you needed help in the past, okay? So that's the karma element to it. Nine of Cups indicates this person, you know, is wishing to be like you. That's what I feel. This person wishes to be like you. So now, also, I'm getting an energy here of to reunite with somebody that perhaps you've had difficulty with in the past, okay? Or returning. I get a sense of, what I'm getting here is if anyone from your past that you've tried to phase out of your past returns, remember why you phased them out of your past in the first place, okay? It's important to remember that. Because I feel like that person has not changed. That's what I'm picking up there. Now we also have the Magician card. What I see here is that you may have felt very scattered in your energy, or you may have felt that things have been difficult. You may have felt a little bit more sensitive than usual. You may have felt that you I just get this sense of responsibility, and you may have been feeling that you're not really having as much fun as you could be having in life, or as much as other people seem to be having. Remember, everything is as it seems. It may not be as it is, especially if you're looking at people on social media. It's important to remember that it can be all smiles for the camera in the video, but behind the scenes, you know, there's a lot going on. So now with the Magician card, this tells me how gifted you are, okay, how talented you are, and that you are creating your destiny. Thoughts are becoming things here. The Magician card indicates a lot of power in your situation. It really is a powerful manifesting message for you, where you're forging a reality, you're making things happen. And you may have felt for a while that things have been very stagnant, or you lost direction in some way. I'm still picking up on this person who's trying to misuse power in some way. I don't feel like it's you, my beautiful Virgo. This could be someone you've dealt with. We've already mentioned that person, so I'm not really going to mention it again. But with the Magician card, I really get that you are trying to focus on something, and perhaps with the Four of Wands there may be some distractions, okay? So whatever it is you're building, You're being called to focus at this time because something that has been difficult or made you feel scattered in your energy, it's about to occur for you, but there must be focus. Also, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, I'm really getting a sense of reevaluation or developments, okay? This is a card of really checking in with yourself to see if you're on the right track and whether you're accomplishing what you set out to do. The Seven of Pentacles is also a card of, I hope I said Seven of Pentacles and not Seven of Wands. I meant Seven of Pentacles, but the overarching energy of your reading, I feel, is Seven of Wands. Like there is competition, you know, it's challenging whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Some of you may be doing something that nobody in your family has done before, but you are above the competition and your guides want you to have that confidence to follow through because they know of how much you are capable of success. Now, as I'm holding this Seven of Pentacles, they're also showing me in the water a padlock. Okay, a padlock. Now, these things, they may mean nothing to you in this moment, but you may be walking down the sidewalk and you find a marble, or you find a padlock, or you just see one, you know, hanging around, or you could be listening to this reading and have a padlock or a marble in your hand at this moment. And it's an indicator from Spirit that there are changes occurring for you that will bring a lot of reward. You're in a high state of law of attraction right now. Seven of Pentacles also indicates you're being very discerning about the finances that you have. I feel a lot of you may have overspent and you're looking at cutting back, or you may have surprised yourself that you spent a little bit too much perhaps last month, and I feel like you're in savings mode. So suddenly you're knuckling down and trying to be a little bit more discerning about your wealth, and I feel a lot of you may be counting your money and keeping a close eye on it, especially if you feel like there are changes or fluctuations around the world economically. I feel like you're being in a position, I mean, you're going from the Five of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles, which is always a good sign because it indicates that you are building financially, that you are going to be able to save a little bit more. There's something here that you accomplished. There's some brilliant news headed your way. Be proud of yourself. Allow yourself to really enjoy the moment, because you tend to have a task and then you're on to the next one, and then the next, and then the next. And you don't really give yourself the credit of all the hard work that you've done to be where you are right now. Your guides want you to look back over the last 10 years and they want you to see how far you've come, and that you should be proud of yourself, proud of your journey. Yes, there's been some bumps in the road. Yes, there's been some ups and downs, but you're here and you haven't given up and you're moving forward, and there is an exchange here, which means I feel like the effort that you've been putting in is going to start reaping rewards, okay? Also, the Seven of Earth is opening yourself up to a new strategy to make progress. So as you reflect on where you stand right now and whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, whether you're retired or whether you are in the working sector, or even if you're looking at relationships, you're looking at accountability and you're looking at reciprocity. So you're looking at all the effort that you put into these situations and asking yourself, is it worth it? What am I getting out of attaching myself to these situations, okay? When you get this card, this is also an indication that you are safeguarding yourself. The Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles can be that you are trying to protect yourself from having the rug pulled from underneath you. Some of you may have experienced some sort of shock in the last couple of months before you got to this reading. So you may be trying to ground yourself and recalibrate, rebuild, for example. Some of you, just before the new year, you may have lost your job, or you may have found that you've decided to go in a different direction. So change is a good thing for you, because I see it working in your favor, and I see it putting you on a path that you're going to really enjoy, okay? I really feel with the Seven of Pentacles, you're paying attention in your life to all that grows. Friendships, love relationships, business opportunities, investments, and anything that you feel detracts from what you've already built, you're not connecting to that, okay? Seven of Cups in this position also indicates after a period of feeling very scattered in your energy, or having lots of wonderful ideas but not being able to choose, you've been in a state of indecision. I feel like you get really clear on what you want and you start to move forward. Also, the Seven of Cups is a very important card to remind you to pay close attention to all of your visions, because you have the potential to accomplish whatever you set out to do. Whatever you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. And the Seven of Cups is a card of it's a card of visualizing every eventuality and then deciding on what works best for you in the long run. Okay, so I do feel like you've got a lot of options open to you. Now, I gotta say, before you came to this reading, some of you, not all of you, because I'm picking up a small part of you, a small portion of you, some of you, before you came to this reading, you may have either been struggling with a relationship, a love relationship. You may be felt abandoned by somebody that you needed in your moment of need. And I feel a lot of you are healing from that. Sending you a huge hug out there, my beautiful Virgo. I know it's a difficult time, but you will rebuild your strength. And some of you may actually, if you've, you know, perhaps got a divorce, or if you've gone through a personal separation, some of you, I definitely see you bringing more travel into your world, a lot more excitement and independence into your world, which will put you in company of new people who are your soul tribe and open you up to a whole new world, okay? Now also we've got sacred alchemy. Okay, and it says here, the magical process of creation, creating a life of magic, union with the divine. So as you can see, there's a beautiful eye there. So your visions are starting to take root and they're starting to be created on the physical plane. So please remember, thoughts become things. When you get this card, this indicates that what you visualize will come to life, okay? You are literally creating your destiny at this time. The third eye is to see. But the crown chakra is also to know, okay? So I feel it's important that you realize you're capable of all things. We have desiring, okay? So whatever you are desiring is occurring at this time. Very strong law of attraction mode. Now, they were giving me the padlock, they're giving it to me again. So this is about security. Can also be about locking in a deal perhaps, or feeling secure. Some of you, as I said, may go into real estate or buy property. Some of you may be just trying to protect your finances or trying to protect your position in some way. But I feel like you're secure. The padlock is locked, what I'm seeing right now. So you may find one of those on the sidewalk, or you may see symbols of a padlock or a marble that really indicate that you are secure, even though the world around you is changing at a very strange and at times illogical pace, okay? I'm all up for progress. I'm all up for things moving ahead with the times, but sometimes we can look at the way life is being orchestrated and we're like, what? So I feel the energy in your reading is like, I need to make some changes in order to benefit my position. Okay, it says here, yearning for something or someone, fantasizing, wishful thinking, a want and a need. So you are manifesting. You've got the Magician card. If you did not have the Magician card in your reading, I would say that, you know, something you're wishing for has led to disenchantment or disappointment. But because you've got the Magician card, you're actually manifesting it. You're making it happen, okay? And it's really important that if you are single at this time and you are yearning for love, I see love happening here for you, but if someone from your past presents themselves in a pattern that you have become accustomed to, this person is not changed, okay? So they may be looking for getting intimate with you between the sheets, shall we say, but nothing more. I do see that there is a love relationship coming your way if you're looking for love. For those of you who are already in a relationship, I do feel that some of you are desiring a little bit more spontaneity, a little bit more of a spark in your relationships, and I feel like you will find it. With the Devil card, I have to pull a card on that just to see what's going on there, because the Devil card can mean temptation, especially since we've got a Knight of Wands there. There could be a flirtation. But I want to check in with that first, because I feel like you're leading with integrity. You would never cheat. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. But sometimes we like to know that we are desirable, even though we're in relationships. I always have to be, you know, open and honest. And even though I'm a Scorpio, I'd be like, if someone flirted with me and I'm with my person, I'd be like, hell no, straight away. You know, I'm a Scorpio. I would never imagine that my person would do that to me, hopefully, and you know, vice versa, so I wouldn't do that. And I feel you are the same, my beautiful Virgo, okay? We have the Courage card here, which is self-care. It is all about strength. Now, this is also having the courage to go after your goals and dreams and make them happen. okay? Remember, a dream is just a goal that has not been realized yet, but it starts off with a dream. Anything you've ever used in your life, whether it is a tarot card, whether it is a light switch, whether it is a car, whatever it is, it started off as an idea. What if I did this? What if I created a car? It would make things easier rather than having to go on horseback, you know, and spend several hours trying to get to where I want to go. So, you know, everything starts off with an idea, and your ideas will, you know, restructure your life in a very, very positive way and be very, very successful. Now, also with the Courage card, I feel like you're trying to see your life as a bigger picture. And sometimes when we do that, we feel a little bit overwhelmed, that we want to make some changes. So it's important to start with small steps first, and then you'll move up to a bigger pace, shall we say. I just get the sense of feeling really cautiously moving into making a change, but actually once it's in motion, I feel there's a lot of success. I feel like you're going to wish that you did this a long time ago, whatever this is, okay? Now I'm just going to pull a card on this Devil card. The Devil card, I always say it's not an evil card. It is to highlight some area of your life where you feel stuck. But you have the Tower, which means you are aware of where you feel stuck and you are making changes to liberate yourself from the situation. Excuse me. So for example, if you work from home, you may feel, oh, it's wonderful to work from home. I've got my own space. I don't have someone tapping their pen or, you know, trying to push my buttons. But at the same time, you may feel you miss the camaraderie of an office, or you miss, you know, being with people who inspire. You may feel the energy starts to become a little bit stagnant, or you feel a little bit like, that you can never turn off, that you're always working because you're in your home space. So I feel it's something that perhaps you felt has grounded you to a halt. It could also be that there's something here that is not healthy for you to eat or to connect to, and you are tempted by it. So let me just pull a card on that. Wheel of Fortune, Fate. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Page of Swords. Whatever this is, they're indicating that, can you please give me a little bit more? Can you just give me a little bit more on that? Thank you so much. Okay, so what they're showing me here is, it's like all that glitters is not gold. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords. So there is a surprise on the horizon for you. Pages bring news, so I do feel that there is some surprising news that comes in your way. And they're showing me again the Four of Pentacles, which is to be secure, which is to hold on to something, and the Knight of Pentacles is an offer, okay? So this can mean that there is a potential for you to earn more money in a situation and have that peace of mind and stability. But there may be something underhanded or something in a contract or clause that you need to look into. Page of Swords says investigate, look before you leap. You may have Libran placements because this energy also came up in the Libra reading as well. So just watch out for that. It could also be, as I said, that friend who is destined to reach out to you, but at the same time they're coming for information and that you have or that you've been holding on to. I feel like in the future, this person will come back and do you a good favor because they'll remember, but at the same time, you may feel they're just reaching out and they haven't spoken to me for a while. Now, they also want you to be aware of this sense of security, okay? If you've been feeling extra responsible for your family, or you've been feeling a lot of weight on your shoulders recently in order to make sure that, because I feel this sense that you've been picking up everything, you've been looking after everybody, there's this concentration of making sure things are stabilized, and with that can come boredom or can come a sense of stagnancy. If we hold on too tightly to things, we can actually kill the energy. If you think about a beautiful butterfly, you put it in your hand and you hold it there forever, it's going to eventually suffocate. Same with if you put yourself in a situation where you feel trapped in, you're going to suffocate your wonderful energy. So it's important that security is nice, of course. So if you're saving for a large purchase, or if you are, trying to do something with your finances, you may be extra cautionary, you may be extra, how can I put that, extra tight with your finances. But it can mean that you start to feel like you're not enjoying life, or you haven't treated yourself. So I feel like it's about finding the balance between the two, okay? I definitely see an offer coming on in that brings security for you. I feel just do your due diligence on the contract. If you've put the feelers out in terms of your resume, okay, I feel that there is a sudden opportunity that is destined to reach you. It's something that you can really express yourself in. It's something that you can use your voice and be clear and be heard, be seen. And I feel, you know, your money will increase greatly with whatever opportunity this is. So that's really wonderful. Also, because the Wheel of Fortune connects to the world events and, you know, the law, the cycle of cause and effect and change, I really feel that you're keeping your eye on fluctuations and changes, and you're securing your money. So if you're into investments and things like that, I feel like you could capitalize on your finances. Just don't take any risks, because the Four of Pentacles says, you know, it's about making stable, solid judgments at this time. Concentrate on savings and concentrate on stability, but just, you know, don't take any risks is what I see here also. Now, also, they're giving me a fire alarm right now, a fire alarm. So either you're listening to this reading and the fire alarm has gone off in your building, or perhaps you need to change the batteries in your fire alarm. Please take it as it resonates. It could also mean, sometimes when I'm given a fire alarm, it means that it's like being forewarned is forearmed, right? That's what I'm getting. So I feel keep your eye on any changes that you're making. Make sure you do your due diligence on the changes. Now we do have the Knight of Wands. So that is about bringing more excitement into your world, being ready for a new adventure. So some of you may leave positions behind or leave your home behind and go traveling. Some of you may even decide to relocate. I just get this sense of movement. You want to move. This is a card of, you know, exploring your options and, you know, having the new ideas and then making them happen. Some people may not be happy with the choices that you're making, but that's down to them. This is your life. You're making the decisions based on who you are and what you want. Also with the Knight of Wands, I'm really picking up on this energy of independent creative. So some of you may actually set up your own business, or you may do some sort of creative hobby that gives you a sense of independence and helps you connect to people who are your soul tribe. If you're looking to deepen friendships with people, whether you're retired or not, I get the sense that you will find the people who become best friends for life, okay? You're finding your people. The Knight of Wands also indicates that well, they'll give me a word in the water right now, flexible, okay? Flexible, so some of you may be actually going into an arena where you do freelance work. But I feel with this card, this is a card of you trusting in your visions, making them happen, manifesting in many forms, and being headstrong, being spirited, knowing what you want and going after it. There's like this energy rising up within you where you're setting forth on your path, you've created an intention, and you're going to make it happen. The Knight of Wands is a very goal-oriented knight, so I feel like whatever it is you're visualizing or yearning for at this time, it will come to fruition. Now, some of you may be looking for love. If you are, there is definitely a relationship coming on in, but if not, there is also the potential for a fling. Whenever you get the Devil card and the Knight of Wands, it indicates some really intense chemistry between you and another person that could lead to something quite exciting in the future. But I feel, you know, it starts off very much hot and heavy, shall we say. Queen of Chalices is, of course, the Queen of Cups. And I feel right now, self-care routines are a must, okay? If you've been burning yourself out at both ends, burning that candle out at both ends, it's important to realize you need to relax, okay? Especially as you move into this year, because I feel this year is going to be different for you. Queen of Cups is sensitivity, being in your emotions. Also, it's being a really good friend, a really good partner, and listening. So it can also represent falling in love. So because we have a Two of Cups there, I feel like there is a relationship available to you should you want one. And if you're in a relationship, I actually feel like you're deepening your connection despite, you know, if anybody gives you any attention elsewhere. I feel like you're not really taking them up on it. It just makes you feel all, you know, good inside, and it makes you want to really solidify your partnership with your partner. Now also with the Queen of Cups, I'm getting a very matriarchal support here. So whether your mother or your guardian is in spirit, I'm really, or even if she's not, I really get this support from your mom. Okay, so she's championing you on from the sidelines. This is a message that's coming through. So this may not resonate for everyone, but it's very strongly coming through, so I have to mention it. Five of Cups, this is a mom in spirit, okay? It's what I'm picking up on. And she's championing you on from the sidelines, and she's with you every step of the way. I'm getting an energy of, darling, you don't know what is to come. There's so much better to come, okay? So this is what I'm getting here. And the fact that it's a Five of Cups, that's lamenting and being sorrowful for all that has been lost. And we've got two cups here appearing. So that means something that you're attracting at this time is going to show up for you. So, you know, the sacrifices and the difficulties will be worth it. You won't be disappointed for much longer because you've got the Two of Cups showing up for you. So that Two of Cups there indicates that you're in a frequency of attracting what you want. At grassroots, the Two of Cups is about an agreement or an understanding with the universe that you've decided you want something and you've changed the frequency within your heart and your headspace and you're attracting it. Also, I feel, you know, Two of Cups is some sort of contract or an agreement or a union even between business people or a work environment, something that you will love doing and you will get a fair recompense. So you'll get more money and you'll get more emotional reward from doing whatever it is that you want to do. They're actually showing me two people clinking glasses right now. So I'm getting a toast energy. So you'll be toasting or celebrating some good news that is coming on in for you. Okay. And they're showing me also someone getting a haircut or hair being cut. Okay. Hair being cut, especially if you cut someone, your family's hair, or they cut yours. It's a very intimate act of trust. So it could be resonant to that, or it could literally be that you're cutting your hair at this moment in time, or you've just had a haircut. I'm going to leave that there because that's going to be very precise with somebody, okay? Six of Wands, success, breakthrough. This is a card of victory, of stepping into, you know, some sort of accomplishment that you worked really hard for. Six of Wands also can be you standing out in the crowd or being a very important member of the community that will be appreciated. And I definitely see that happening for you. Six of Wands also is a card of being able to influence your circumstances and change things for your favor. This is about basking in basking in your light or letting your light shine. I feel like you're standing out. So again, as I was getting this competitive energy, I feel like you win or you stand out from others. So whether you're going for a job opportunity or you're going for something that you need to be like above competition, you really do stand out. I'm also getting this. Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone. Some of you may have been chipping away at the entertainment industry for quite some time, and you may have a sudden breakthrough. You may have felt like you lost an opportunity, but it actually opens the door to another one. And suddenly you have this catapult to fame. This is a card of fame and fortune, of course. But I feel everyone would look at you like you've just come from nowhere, been catapulted into the stars, but actually you've worked really long, hard hours to get to where you want to go, and you deserve to be there. They want you to be aware of that, okay? I see a lot of success, whatever it is you're connecting to. I feel like you will overcome your fears and you will move forward to make things happen for you. And they really want you to be aware, because I just see lots of celebration, lots of change occurring. And in terms of love, of course, a relationship coming on in. I'm going to pull one more card before we close. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels, can you please guide? The Justice card, good karma, okay? This is also a card that indicates you may have to make some adjustments or make a decision, but it will benefit you long term. This is a card of cause and effect. So we also have the Tree of Life. Now the Tree of Life, of course, represents stability, planting roots, knowing where you belong, perhaps after a period of feeling a little bit like clouded on your journey, because they're showing me right now like fog, you know, weather that is fog, mist. So it can mean that you felt a little bit cloudy for a while, or that you are finding direction through difficult times, but you are secure. It's number 35. When you reduce it, 3 plus 5 is 8, the number of the self. So they are indicating you are in a secure position. Even though you have doubts, even though you feel moments of anxiety, you are in a secure position. It's important to manage your stress levels as well, especially since you've got the Justice card and the Nature card. This indicates getting out to nature will be very good for your psyche, okay? If you can, I know it's a little bit cold right now, but if you can, get out there and put your feet on the ground to really ground yourself. Some of you may go traveling or feel compelled to live in nature, and this will be very, very good for you also. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guide Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful bee community? They want one more. It's unusual. They want 2. Bear, guardian. So they just wanted you to be aware that there is a guardian with you, someone who is in spirit. You can feel their presence. You know who this person is. You know. You can feel them, okay? And it says here, bee community. So again, it's about creative collaborations, or not spending too much time alone, getting out there and being someone who is valued and appreciated within your community. It says you are a powerful creator. I said that in the reading. It says your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving the sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy, but you are attracting a lot of abundance at this time, and you worked really hard for it. So you absolutely deserve it. You know you do, okay? Deep down, you know you do. And remember, the sunflower, it only follows the sun throughout the day. So being very discerning about the energy that you keep and the energy that you connect to, you're only following the sun. That means you only follow what makes you happy. And they're showing me ravens right now, ravens, okay? And ravens tend to be messengers. So I feel like there's gonna be lots of messages that come your way. And there's one message in particular that you're gonna be so excited about. Yeah, we've got Black Bear Guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So I was definitely picking up that sense of responsibility that you feel for your family and friends. You got this, my beautiful Virgo, and they've got this. You know, make sure you have a little bit of time for you, okay? And delegate if you feel overwhelmed with responsibilities. There are people who care about you so deeply and will share the responsibilities. It's interesting, there's a little bee in this picture as well. Bees may also be a symbol that you will see over the next 4 or 5 weeks that will help you realize that reward is on the horizon for you, okay? So I'll leave that there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Virgo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, you may notice that I'm in a different space. So I came back after spending holidays with my folks because I was helping them out. They had DIY next door in their house. Their neighbors were doing major DIY deconstructions, and I came home to my place and they're also doing major works outside the building, okay? So, and it's super loud. So I've had to just come down the hall to my back room and place everything in here. So it's a little bit more echoey. Please bear with me for the sound. I have ordered a new microphone to take care of that, so let's see. But I have to be here until such time as they finished outside. Now we've also got the cat for you. So that's all about independence, independent spirit. Some of you, as I said, may be setting up your own business, becoming an entrepreneur. You may shock a lot of people, but it's going to be lucky. It's going to be a very exciting venture. We've also got an angel here. So you're being guided. Okay, I feel like you're being guided towards luck and opportunity, and I feel like your hunches, your intuition will pay off, will pay dividends. And I really get this sense that look before you leap, it's important, but I feel like If you think about cats, when they are about to take a leap, they do that little dance, don't they? That little strategy dance where they're like weighing up how they shift their weight on each paw before they leap onto the object of their desire. Well, I feel like you are strategizing right now, and whatever it is you're planning, your plans will take root. They will bring security, they will bring abundance, and they're going to work out for you, okay? I see you being very successful and attracting what you truly desire. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo, and love and light.